Back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Play 1, and Prescott to the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Play action now. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Gibson again. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
17 yards that time and a Washington first. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Now Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Prescott. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Lawrence on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. On the counter, Gibson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more.
And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get... Set to take over here. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 3 yards remain for second down. Prescott down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Flushed out right. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas where the Cowboys pass the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. But to throw again is Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Robinson. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. A beautiful fake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Prescott. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they take a 17-14 lead. So apparently the bank is open, and fortunate for them as it gives them a fourth-quarter lead.
And you talk about being fortunate. Fortune was definitely on their side there. I think 9 times out of 10, this ball hits the bar and comes right down. But he manages to put a little English on it, and he gets it to go.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Prescott. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will add to their fourth-quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down 24-14. 2:16 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 31, Prescott, complete, Pollard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Dak. Being chased down, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So it's Washington getting the victory here.